Just realized my mic was muted. Hello everyone. Hello, Joshy, Lou, Bloobs, Nano, Juniper, and Apes. Thank you guys for the good luck. Also, hello, It's Carly, Lavoid Ranger, and Rejected Waffles. Thank you guys for the good luck also. I would say that I am doing well today. Hopefully we will generally be able to play as well as we did yesterday, except have a better end game. Because the first, hour or so of my PB is pretty good for my skill level. But yeah. I think probably another minute or two off of my PB is what we're generally hoping for here. Also, thanks for the good luck Blush Hottie and Tutti Frutti. Also, yes, I am very comfy. Also, thank you for the good luck, Asher. What's my favorite type of music that isn't OST or video game related? I'm not sure. I don't tend to listen to a lot of music that isn't video game related. Also, thanks for the good luck McFly rules. And thank you very much, Venixdev, for the 25 months of Tier 1. Thank you very much for the 2+ years. And thank you for the good luck as well. Also, thanks for the good luck Moogle Knight. Nice backflip. Great start this is. Okay, well. Ideally, we do not fail to pause there. So thanks for the good luck, Blood Isaac. Thanks for the good luck as well, Douglas and Ben. Is this a new route that uses displacement clipping? I mean, yeah, displacement clipping has been incorporated into the route for a couple months now, ever since it was discovered. The route itself hasn't really changed all that much because of displacement clipping. I guess the part about routing that has changed the most is, rupee routing. And even that didn't really change at all. We just kind of had to change up where we get red rupees. Although I guess actually that was in response to Pogate Skip, which was found before displacement clipping. I don't know actually if any of the routes for any percent all dungeons or 100% have changed at all because of displacement clipping. It's mostly just been, oh hey, we can save time by displacement clipping in all these new places. But the routes themselves are pretty much still the same. Thanks for the good luck lyric in K-Room. Thank you for the good luck as well, Boss Lady Trey. My favorite 3D Zelda game to speedrun? Historically, my favorite 3D Zelda game to speedrun has been Wind Waker HD. But I have not played Wind Waker HD in quite a long time. Also, thanks for the good luck, Reaper Phantom Cloud and Blue Crystal. Thanks for the good luck as well, Danny Music. Yeah, I mean, generally, all of the 3D Zeldas I find are pretty fun to play and speedrun. Even the N64 ones. Also, thanks for the good luck, Icebird. I mean, compared to my newest PB, which I got yesterday, there are not any new tricks now. It's mostly just trying to not make as many mistakes. Especially in the second half of the run. Unfortunately, displacement clipping does not work in TPHD now. Although, if displacement clipping did work in TPHD, it would probably be a lot harder to set up. Since TPHD doesn't have notches. Like, you wouldn't really be able to consistently do the, like, roll stab setups for skipping things. So thanks for the good luck, Obese Gazelle. It's true, I could potentially learn, like, Friendless, but other than the jump strike method, the others didn't seem particularly like they were worth learning, at least right now. Or I guess the others. There's only one other method, really. Using the bomb boost. This is not great. I guess this works. Still not great, but not as bad as I thought it was going to end up being. Going on a spiritual journey. Unfortunately, going on a spiritual journey would lose us a couple seconds, so I don't know about doing that one. What is displacement clipping? Yeah, I mean, displacement clipping is a relatively new technique that was discovered 5 months ago at this point. About 5.5 months ago. Um, and basically, it is a technique that allows you to stand very precisely inside walls. Not quite all the way through them, but like close enough that you could rupee slide through very quickly. Or in some cases, depending on what the collision is like that surrounds you, you can just essentially directly clip through the wall if there happens to be a ceiling that is trying to push Link into the ground. One slap. And no. So the biggest use of it in this run is to do Pogate skip, because we can essentially just stand inside the Pogate and then pick up a blue rupee to rupee slide our way through. Nice. Well. That's good RNG to me, so we'll take it. There's a couple other uses for displacement clipping. One in Lake Bed, one in Snow Peak, one in City in the Sky. I might be forgetting one or two, but those are the main ones used for this run. I guess also we use it for the current method of staggered skip. Which, thankfully, at least in my opinion, makes staggered skip much easier than the previous method, and slightly faster. And it doesn't require using an explosive, and it's not as punishing if you fail. It is still very hard, though. Nice. I guess also the fact that the current method doesn't require notch calibration is also really nice. Also, thank you very much, Benji Gaiman, for the 9 months of Tier 1. Thank you for the additional stream of good luck. But yeah, generally, displacement clipping is a very good find. Especially since it got rid of, I guess more generally than anything, displacement clipping is the first time in a very long time that Arbiter's Grounds has become easier than it previously was. Because pre-displacement clipping Arbiter's Grounds was very difficult. And while Arbiter's Grounds still is difficult to some degree, it's not as difficult as it was before. Whereas basically every other trick that has been discovered for Arbiter's Grounds has always made Arbiter's Grounds more difficult. And at least for me personally, Arbiter's Grounds was always like a huge point of time loss in runs. At least like more so than compared to any other point in the run. Thankfully that is not as much of the case anymore. Also, thank you very much, Meanderous Shark, for the 10 months of Prime. Thank you very much for your continued support. That dash cancel. Thanks for the good luck as well, Brandino. Yeah, if only there was a game where you could play as Zelda. That would be cool. Also, thanks for the good luck, Arsenic Angel. I mean, I definitely can't, like, beat Bewildebeest's times with my current skill level. I would have to practice Twilight Princess for much longer if I would ever hope to achieve the consistency that Beast has. And no rupee. So thanks for the good luck, Tiago. So thanks for the good luck, Tridak Nabber. Seems like the pronunciation, potentially. Alright, Hugo. What are we doing today? Evidently not behaving. Well, good enough. Of good news for me. Oh man, are you gonna tell me that there's a game where you can play as Zelda? When are they gonna release a game where you can play as Hugo? That's a good question. Hugo does have quite a lot of untapped story potential. No first frame mid-end jumps for me. Good RNG for EMS. So thanks for the good luck Fox Darts. Thanks for the good luck as well, Kuro Dog. That was my SGDQ experience. It was pretty good. As is my GDQ experience usually, so. I would say it was a trip well spent. The main trick that doesn't work on the Wii version is the long jump attack with the Gale Boomerang. Which this run uses in quite a few places, so that's why the, Wii version record is, I think 5 minutes behind the GameCube record? Or might be, 4 minutes, but it's some amount of minutes behind. As far as, the GameCube version goes, the only sort of, speedrun stipulation is that you don't want to use the Japanese version, because a technique known as map glitch was patched in the Japanese version, and map glitch, is what makes it easy to do the sequence break to get to Snow Peak early. And is also used in Bulblin Camp, but that's less important. So thanks for the good luck Pikachu 420. Now, it is still possible to do early Snow Peak on the Japanese version, it's just significantly harder. So it's like, well, if you have a choice between a very easy version of early Snow Peak and a very hard version of early Snow Peak, you'll probably want to go with the very easy version. This run's pretty good so far. We had, not great goats, but so far that's been, the only, I mean, that's not even a big time loss. It was, a 27-second goats, which is, 10 seconds lost over a really good goats. So thanks for the good luck as well, Pikachu88. But also, yes, this is the early Master Sword sequence break. Very good sequence break, if you ask me. When practicing, do I sometimes stop to take in the atmosphere of the game or to vibe to its music? Not usually just for expressly that purpose, but like, if I'm practicing and then get distracted by something and leave the game on, then I'll be like listening to the music or ambience in the background. Which incarnation of Link is my favorite? I feel like my favorite Link is probably just Toon Link. Not like one specific Toon Link, but just Toon Link in general. Which I guess is more of like an art style and not an incarnation, but Toon Link is very good. How does training work? I mean, as far as practicing goes, like, I generally will just practice whatever tricks I think I have the most trouble with at the moment. So, like, recently, I did a bunch of practice for entering Lake Bed, because that was something that I failed a lot in my attempts on Monday. And then consequently, because I practiced it, I got it first try in my attempt yesterday. Since now I understand what my mistake was when I was doing it on Monday. Usually if I practice Twilight Princess, I also practice Early Master Sword a bunch, just because it's a trick that I still feel like I don't have a great understanding of. I also will usually practice Gorge Void just to sort of calibrate my feel of Gorge Void for the day. Because Gorge Void is one of those things where I feel like the cue that I find to be the most consistent kind of just changes day by day sometimes. I usually also do, like, a little bit of practicing Stallard Skip or the city displacement clip. Another thing that I've had trouble with is, like, okay, let me do this trick first. But, like, another thing that I've kind of had trouble with is, like, doing one part of the general displacement clip setup, where you, like, press A to return from first person and then also pull out the map. I don't know why I just, like, have trouble pressing the D-pad at the correct time with that. And then I was also having trouble with, like, doing the roll portion of displacement clips that do the roll stab. Wow, I could have skipped throwing the Deku Nut, but didn't know the RNG was going to pan out that way. Do I hold any amount of excitement towards seeing how the OOT remake will pan out? Oh yeah, absolutely. I am excited for whatever they happen to do with the OOT remake. The remake just happens to be, like, more or less the same game with no gameplay changes, but, you know, like, updated graphics and modern controls, I will be content with that, but if they decide to change things or add new content, I think that would be cool. One, two, three, four. The pillar a little too early there. I guess more specifically, I will be excited to have Ocarina of Time with modern controls on a console that is not the 3DS. Because while I do enjoy the 3DS, it is not the greatest console for accessibility. Maybe the Lost Dungeons. I mean, the thing about, like, unused dungeons is the fact that, like, the developers have stated that, like, unused dungeons basically just get reused in the following games. So, like, whatever dungeons were cut from Ocarina of Time were probably just used in, you know, Majora's Mask or Wind Waker or whatnot. Or if there were dungeons that were, like, theorized, but then, or were, like, you know, in some part of being designed, but then got cut and were not reused, it was probably because they might not have just been good ideas. Also, thanks for the good luck, Kafka. Thanks for the good luck as well, JZG Link. I wonder if Switch 2 will ever get DS or 3DS added to NSO. I don't know if I really see that happening with the current way that the Switch works, but who knows? The main problem with OOT3D is that you had to relearn what buttons to press for all the songs. I mean, yeah. It's also something you will have to relearn for the Switch 2 version. Alright, time to see if we can press the A button. Might have been a frame early. I wasn't getting it very consistently when I was practicing it before stream, so I'm not surprised that I missed it there. Also, thanks for the good luck unpeopled gaming. Thanks for the good luck as well, Poppy Busta. You miss when DS games had mechanics where you had to blow all over your DS. True. The Spirit Flute in Spirit Tracks really required you to make noise. And good gate clip. I don't know if I really spent a whole lot of time practicing at SGDQ. Like, me and Momo did do a few practice sessions, but I wouldn't say that that was what we were doing, like, most of the time or anything. But I did enjoy the few runs that I did end up watching, which were like the Hey You Pikachu run was a lot of fun. Brandino running Wand of Gamelon was also a lot of fun. And I also ended up watching Rift of the Necrodancer, which also was a lot of fun. I think I'll ever do a 100% plus playthrough for Twilight Princess like I did for Wind Waker. I don't know. I mean, part of the appeal to me, at least, was just, like, the fact that 100% plus in Wind Waker is kind of ridiculous, whereas, I don't think that's really the case in Twilight Princess, because I don't think Twilight Princess has a whole lot of, like, ridiculous things that you would have to do for a 100% plus category, right? Like, I guess the thing that I would have to do that the things I would have to do that I'm not particularly familiar with are, like, all of the fishing things that you can do, and also, like, playing all of the roll goal levels. But those don't seem nearly as, ridiculous as collecting all the figurines in Wind Waker or salvaging up all of the light rings that exist in Wind Waker. I mean, I don't know if I would do a run of Tears of the Kingdom 100%. I feel like the reason Wind Waker 100% plus I felt fine doing is because, like, I generally know most of Wind Waker already. Like, just from a game completion standpoint. Which is absolutely not the case with Tears of the Kingdom. Just because Tears of the Kingdom has so much more stuff than Wind Waker does. But that's also because Wind Waker is a much smaller game than Tears of the Kingdom is. I don't know. Well, I've never completed Minish Cap. I got, like, halfway through Minish Cap casually. And then couldn't figure out what to do at some point, and then just never returned to it. Hopefully this is enough. Also, thanks for the good luck, Endymias. So thank you very much, Programmicus, for the 10 months of Tier 3. And apparently for having the opinion that this stream has gone downhill since I was released from the corner. It is true that I am not in the corner anymore, and I was not in the corner for very long. Okay. That should be fine. Alright. Thank you very much for the continued support, Programmicus. Maybe one day I will go back in the corner again for a brief amount of time, and if I do, I will let you know. I imagine I'll try Minish Cap at some point again, but I don't know when that will be. Alright, so not surprising time loss since we didn't get Gorge Void. Now I get to compete against 3 best segments in a row. Granted, there are at least minor time saves on each segment still. Also, thank you very much, Sir Psycho, for the 6 months of Tier 1. Wow, glad you really enjoyed the Wind Waker Randomizer co-op run. Me and Momo definitely had a lot of fun putting on a show for it, so... glad you enjoyed. Take credit for the good run since you chose the seed. I mean, that is part of what can make the run, or like a good randomizer showcase, so... I mean, I do think there is some credit to you also, Advo. Not mean to jump there. I did not mean to go in at such a sharp angle there. So thanks for the good luck, Advo. Really? Really, we want the bug to jump out to the left there, but I guess my positioning was wrong. How long has it been since I played OOT on any hardware? I guess it depends on what specifically you mean by that, because, like, I played OOT 3D on a 3DS yesterday for, like, 5 minutes. Oh, no rupees. Last time I played N64 OOT probably would have been at some point when I played OOTN64 randomizer. Or maybe when I did the 3D Zelda challenge? Not entirely sure. But for the 3D Zelda challenge, I played the, I played Ocarina of Time on, like, the Collector's Edition for the GameCube. The last time I did that would have been early 2023. Also, thanks for the good luck, Leanne. Get back here. Wow. That could have been a little better. I'm making a living out of YouTube/gaming. At the moment, yeah. Though I would say it's a combination of streaming and also uploading content to YouTube. No text skip for me there, so that's a couple seconds.
What have you done? Shit.
Pretty good positioning for that bug to fall. Pretty close to the water. Coming. Ah, well. That is unfortunate. Worst possible position for the bug to be in. Yeah, missing the waterfall side up there cost us like 25 seconds, I think. Thank you very much, Gohan Senpai, for the 13 months of Tier 1. Thank you for the good luck as well. Appreciate the over 1 year of support. Am I winning? Unfortunately, not so much this run. We missed Gorge Void and also missed Waterfall Side Hop. So we are like a minute and 20 seconds behind now, I think. Plus another few seconds because this bug didn't jump out to the left.
Gather strong.
Place for the bug to land. Did I forget to drink my Go Fast juice? I don't think so, no. For that bug. That might have been slightly too early. The bug is too low, then Wolflink just kind of gets thrown off automatically. Now, that's not as much time as I thought I was going to lose. Huh. Well, I guess we're only a minute and 9 seconds behind instead of a minute and a half. I guess that's probably just an indication that I can save even more time over my best there. I tried out any of the Zelda PC ports. I've played the, like, Ship of Harkinian and 2 ship, like, a little bit, but not a whole lot. I've played Dusk, a fair amount, though. I also did not need to go into first person there. So thanks for the good luck, Miko. Did I howl that song in real life real quick? Probably not. Okay. Yeah, there's a golden bug in Upper Zords River. It's the female dragonfly? Either the male or the female dragonfly. I don't remember which one exactly. My next random race? If you mean randomizer race, my next one is scheduled for July 27th at the moment. Will be against Advo for the Wind Waker randomizer tournament. Okay. Pretty good. Maybe like slightly slow, but I would rather be slow and safe than completely YOLO the trick, so. The minigame itself didn't really unload the water. The water, essentially just doesn't exist on, nice. The layer of Lake Hylia that we spawned in on after voiding out during the minigame. Yeah, I should not be trying to pull out a bomb while running up to the switch there. Not the fastest clip, but it works. What? What was that? Well, I have not seen that before, so... That's interesting. Never gotten the higher spawn and then side-hopped off, especially considering the fact that I was holding target. I was not anticipating that happening. Nice. Alright, well, that's unfortunately quite a lot of time lost. Well, so the interesting thing is that you can normally die during the minigame. It's just faster to do that clip to void out to die, but, like, it's possible to, like, bonk on, like, a ceiling and then, like, fall all the way down and take enough fall damage that you die, but I guess they just didn't end up testing for that properly during development. Favorite hidden combat skill? I don't know, they're all pretty good. In my opinion. A lot of them can be used for cool speedrun strats also. Also, thanks for the best of luck, Bacon. Oh, come on. Much better Morpheal RNG than my PB, I suppose.
What? What? Anyway, do you have anyway?
Yeah, the only time that we lost was really to just not having a cooperative first phase. Because we had to claw shot the eyeball an extra time after quick spinning. So thanks for the good luck pounce. but hopefully the ropes won't be stupid. Thank you very much, America, for the 16 months of Tier 1. Thank you very much for the continued support. Welcome to a run where effectively most of my time lost was pressing the A button at the wrong time. In various situations. Thanks for the good luck, Rumpatum Boobadoop. So thanks for the good luck, Sleepy Eye ASMR. Sure, we will need the good luck. We wish to save enough time to potentially still PB. Also, thanks for the good luck, John. Missed yesterday, but hope it was good. Yeah, I mean, yesterday we got a PB by about 3.5 minutes, so that was indeed good. I don't think we're gonna get a PB by 3 minutes again today, but we can try to get as close as we can.
What one is?
Hello, Silver Skinner.
Wonderful.
Thank you for the good luck. Today is not the day for a spiritual journey. Sorry to all those who are disappointed. Alright, nice. Okay. Really? Not sure why that didn't work the first time, but that's some amount of time lost there. Didn't skip the rupee text. Maybe I can skip this rupee text, though. There we go. We're at 246. I guess in theory I don't need red rupee in the chest. I can get 15 from blues in Arbiter's Grounds. And the 2 reds from fire. I have to remember that I can indeed wait to equip the memo until after I get the red rupee.
What is your name?
Do I like or dislike Mario Kart? Oh, Mario Kart World. I mean, I think Mario Kart World is fun. I would say that the, like, free roam stuff I don't particularly care for, but, like, the actual racing is generally fun. So thanks for the Good Luck Griffins games. Thanks for the good luck as well, Harry Nows. Because, yeah, I got Mario Kart World when it launched with the Switch 2. And I played it for, like, a decent bit. But, like, it is also just pretty similar to, like, the previous Mario Karts, so... Thanks for the good luck, Anelka. You're thinking of getting a Switch 2, and it gives you the option between Mario Kart World, Donkey Kong Bonanza, or Animal Crossing. I mean, of those three, I've only ever played Mario Kart World, so I don't really know how the other two compare. I know a lot of people have said that Donkey Kong Bonanza is a lot of fun. And, like, obviously a lot of people also enjoy Animal Crossing, but I have not personally played either of those two titles. But, really? Why does this roll suck? Like, either I don't get the roll, or I'm too close to the ledge and end up bonking. Well, that's silly. Thanks for the good luck, Ace. Okay. I thought that wasn't gonna work. I'm kind of surprised it still did, but we'll take it.
What did you do?
Thought I saw myself accidentally move the camera slightly, but still not been what happened. Come on. Only 2 hearts. I think that should be fine. Really? I'm shocked we did not get a hit in there. Yeah, well, that was actually slow. That segment, unfortunately, was not great. I feel like video games for Switch 2 and other consoles are overpriced. I mean, I would say that, like, prices for video games going up, like, sucks, but I would not say that the video games themselves are overpriced, because, like, generally cost of development for video games has gone up a lot over the years, and, like, the fact that the price increases are only being reflected, like, recently, I think was kind of inevitable to some degree. So, I would not say that video games are overpriced at the moment. Like, I'm sure you could probably find examples that are, but, like... At least from my perspective, like, I don't think that, for instance, Tears of the Kingdom is overpriced at $70. Even though, obviously, it costing $70 instead of $60 kind of just sucks. Also, thank you very much, GMO Pasta, for the 56 months of Tier 1. Thank you very much for the good luck. So thanks for the good luck as well, Stavros. Also, yeah, like, Silksong only being $20 is kind of crazy, but if I remember correctly, it really... Cool. Yeah, well, I think I still have a straight angle here. Just accidentally, Ow, okay, well. I think I messed that up. But... oh, no, I didn't. Okay, I thought I did. Well, that was interesting. Also, yeah, video games in general have, like, like a very good rate of, like how much you pay for them versus how many hours of entertainment you get out of them. Really? I feel like that bomb exploded right where the Shadow Beast was, but I guess maybe I killed the other ones too early. EB is still theoretically possible, but... definitely dwindling. So thanks for the good luck snaps. I don't think this is gonna work. Yeah. First person. Hello, Honor Golden. Hope that your birthday 2 days ago was good. Congrats on orbiting the sun another time. This run is a little shaky. PB is still possible, but not by very much. Okay, well. PB's probably not possible now. Well... I don't remember exactly how much time that wastes, but, like, we've already lost some amount of time this segment. Ow. Or actually throwing the boomerang like that changes our angle. How do I keep on pressing A too early? So confused as to why this isn't working. Critical health means that you go against this side. Okay, now yeah, I'm just confused right now. That's... Well, yeah, as far as I'm aware, I thought the critical health setup was doing it against here, whereas regularly you would do it against the middle of the door. Unless I'm wrong, is the middle of the door is critical health? I just remembered it incorrectly. I'm still having issues with evidently pressing the A button too soon. Well, I am not sure what I'm doing wrong here. Oh, okay, no. So apparently I was wrong, and critical health is middle of the door, but... How am I pressing A too early? I'm so confused. Not sure why that worked, and none of the other ones did. Guess I'll go practice that before we do the next attempt. I guess for the middle one, you might have to be, like, almost exactly in the middle or something. Ah, yes, I have played Dusklight. Yeah, so having critical health does change, I think, how much you move from, like, the one frame forward where we buffer the map input. Um, which is why we need to be positioned slightly differently. How am I pressing the A button too quickly? So I need to stop doing that. No, I don't want to defeat the Arolphos. Yeah, like, let me look at this door. I guess does the door... I guess the door collision doesn't change like that. Hmm. Now something's not right. Yeah, our position is slightly off. Why is our position slightly off? Oh, wait, is this not critical health? I thought this was critical health. I thought critical health was a half heart or less, or it was 1.5 hearts or less, but... Nice. Oh my goodness. Okay, well. Now I'm more confused, but... I thought I was not... Or was I at 1 heart last time? I guess I was just at 1 heart last time. Okay, so it makes sense if last time I was at 1 heart and I was doing the wrong setup. So thanks for the good luck, Torge. Oh yeah, I guess I forgot to update stream title. Right, and then this should still work. Yeah. Yeah, it was ZSR twins. I'm wearing the sweatshirt, and I'm probably gonna take it off soon, actually, because I'm a little too warm now, but... Also, don't like that I'm failing that. So thank you very much, Pippi, for the 59 months of Tier 1. What? How was that long? Will do my best to PB so that you do not miss it this time. Why is turning around and rolling so difficult? I think I was all the way up against the wall. Yeah, you have 6 frames to roll during turnaround. Oh, and now this is different because I have critical health here. That's why this isn't working. So it would probably help if I remembered proper setup depending on health is. So if we don't have critical health, we me do this one. Also, doing this angle buffer setup is significantly easier on the practice ROM because the practice ROM doesn't really have lag. Well, the tricks that I were practicing there were all displacement clips. I guess Arolfo's skip wasn't, but that wasn't the point of the practice. Specifically, I was practicing those because I had just messed those up a lot in the attempt that I was doing. Also going to take off my jacket. But basically, displacement clipping is taking advantage of an exploit that allows Link to essentially stand inside walls, almost clipping through them. It doesn't, on its own, allow you to entirely clip through walls, but in certain scenarios where either you then get pushed down by a floor, or where you have a rupee nearby that you can pick up for a get item cutscene, you can then fully clip through the wall after doing the displacement clip. Or after displacing into it, I guess would be more accurate to say. Come on. Really? Thank you, Rock. So thanks for the good luck, blue player. Thanks for the good luck as well, Oof.
Hey!
So thank you very much, Dean, for the raid. How was the race? Race was lost. Ah, unfortunate. What were the final times? Third try enter lake bed was rough to try and come back from. Yeah, that's fair. It is definitely not the nicest trick to fail. Thanks for the good luck. I mean, 245 this run would be nice. I don't know if that'll be happening, though. One slap. Two slap. And unfortunate. Unfortunate RNG again. But not so bad that we're gonna reset. I'll have to save that over file too, but that's fine. A huge deal. This camera. Got the text skip at least. Didn't get that one, though. do you go about practicing segments when you're at a high level? I mean, I guess regardless of what level I feel like I'm at, I tend to just practice the things that I feel like I need to practice the most. Which, at this point, I guess the things that I need to practice the most and get better consistency at are, like, a bunch of parts of the displacement clip setups. Like, one thing that I've had trouble with is the, like, press A to return from first person while opening up the map. I have a lot of trouble doing that consistently, or at least more trouble than I really should have. And I've also had trouble, like, with turning around and doing the roll where I keep on pressing A too early, which obviously messes up the whole setup. I also could probably practice EMS more, because that's also something that I struggle with consistency-wise. Like, regardless of what the RNG ends up being.
You need is one big one.
Well, so the A press can be on the same frame as opening up the map, or the map can come out one frame later because of just how universal map delay works. So, like, if you press A and map on the same frame, then the map gets delayed by one frame and comes up on the frame afterwards anyway. Also, thanks for the good luck, Orion. So yes, that was a pretty nice Hugo, so glad we didn't really lose any time there. Well, yeah, I mean, I think my issue with, like, hitting A in the map is that I end up hitting the map, like, a frame before I end up hitting A, which means that, like, the map never comes out at all. Because you can't open up the map while you're in first person. Also, hello, the Divinator. I had one run that got to City in the Sky, which was kind of a shaky run. But unfortunately, it did not end well in City in the Sky, but hopefully this run can be a bit better. And also, yeah, Dean, it doesn't help that other parts of the displacement clip setup just require really awkward hand positions, because you have to be, like, holding up on both sticks at the same time while also holding, like, either X or Y and then pressing A. Which is not exactly the most intuitive thing to do with how we usually hold the controller. That's gonna put us a minute behind already, so... We shall instead try again. I mean, I don't know if I would say that was the Shadow Beast's fault. That was kind of my fault for missing on a good swing twice. Oh yeah, I also still didn't update the stream title. Currently my goal is to PB by hopefully like another minute or two. And holding half stick instead of full. I feel like I've tried that before, but it didn't really seem to help me compared to just holding full stick. But I tried that like a very long time ago. Yeah, I mean, EMS is a weird trick to try and describe how to do. So, like, I'm sure different runners have, like, different nuances that they use to make the trick more consistent for themselves. So thanks for the raid, Chammers Deluxe. Welcome to Twilight Princess.
Hey.
100% plus Wind Waker stream was definitely an experience. And this seems pretty good. Eventually they'll all get in there. There we go. We play Song of Passing in 100% plus for roughly, like an hour and 20 minutes, I think. So, like, about 6% of the run is playing Song of Passing. In total, there are 134 figurines. Okay. Nice RNG. One slap. Two slap. Three slap. And a fourth. No, why would he give me the worst pattern? No, why would he continue giving me a bad pattern? Really? Well, sometimes it just goes like that, you could say. Also, thanks for the good luck, Elementalic. First time today we've gotten first try Organ Gate Clip. So that's nice. Alright. 357 cage breaks, so not too bad.
Hey!
Not a great start with the direction of those goats. Ah, it seems like actually it worked out. Oh, never mind. We have 2 Howards. 5 is not too bad, I suppose. Alright, Bo. What'll it be this time? Alright, good first phase. Now, what about the second phase?
その距離のショット
One slap. Okay. Good second phase also. We will happily take that. And to be fair, Dean, not a lot really happens in my Discord server. It was mostly set up just so people could get Discord notifications for when stream went live. And I don't really, like, advertise my Discord server very much. Thanks for the good luck, Lincoln. Oh, yeah. The fires do be wildin'. The smoke do unfortunately be spreading. So thanks for the good luck comics. I am indeed pretty well today. Hoping that we can keep this run going. Also, thanks for the good luck fastest. Hugo, that's not where you're supposed to be. Really? Worst possible RNG at the start for Hugo there. I should have helped forward there. Don't know why I decided to not hold forward. We'll just say that it was Hugo's fault, so I can absolve myself of any blame on that one. Because of course it's always Hugo's fault. Well, I think that will probably be it for today, unfortunately. Also, hello, Hugo. Oh, yo, Hugo push? Hugo's gonna... Oh, no, Hugo's pushing us away from the Twilight. It's interesting that Hugo pushing Link also pushes Midna. Like, I guess it makes sense that Midna is, like, positioned relative to Link, but... Oh. Will we go off screen? Anyway. Yeah, we'll do more attempts on Saturday, where hopefully I can get more consistent at turning around and rolling, and also pressing A at the correct time for various glitches that involve jump slashing or side hopping, so. Thank you guys all very much for watching today. I will see you guys later. Enjoy Hugo watching, or walking back and forth.